ahead news now coming in from Iran. Iran says it has seized a foreign oil tanker in the Gulf near the island of Qeshm. Local media reports that the vessel was carrying 4 million litres of what Iran calls smuggled fuel. Authorities have not named the tanker or disclosed its nationality. 16 foreign crew members have been detained on criminal charges. The move follows another tanker seizure last week in the Gulf of Oman, also linked to fuel smuggling. Iran says low domestic fuel prices and subsidies have driven widespread smuggling by land and sea, and it is stepping up enforcement. And I now wish to welcome Mohammed Osman, who is an international relations expert, and he joins us from Cairo. Thank you very much, Osman, for joining me in this discussion. Do you have any more details than what we have on this oil tanker that's been seized? Who were the people on board? Which nations are they coming from? Where was it traveling to, and where did it come from?
Thank you for having me, Kriti. Always a pleasure to be with you. What we have seen today with the seizure of the oil tanker close to Iran's regional waters is not something new. Iran has been seizing several oil tankers over the past few weeks and months under the pretext that these vessels are smuggling cheap fuel out of Iran. Iran, of course, due to sanctions, its oil does not have expanded access to global markets. Therefore, it is very cheap inside Iran, and it is subsidized. So organized criminal organizations steal this fuel, and they smuggle it out of Iran to neighboring countries and other countries to sell it at a higher price and make a profit. This is the Iranian narrative, basically. However, of course, there are other dimensions to this. The Iranians wish to signal to the United States and all the other active regional powers in the Gulf area that they are very much capable of seizing vessels in the near the Straits of Hormuz and in the Gulf area, and that they are very able to disrupt navigation and the flow of oil supplies from this area if they wish to do so, in order to pressure the international community and the West in particular, if in case another war breaks out. And now, of course, there is a lot of talk about a pending second round of fighting that the Israelis are planning against the Iranians. And the Iranians did not disclose this time the nationality of the oil tanker, the flag it's raising. So we do not really know as of now what is the country of origin of this vessel that was seized. And of course, this coincides with many other incidents of the United States intercepting and seizing Iranian oil tankers in several parts of the world, including close to Venezuela. Very recently, the U.S. Military attempted to board an Iranian oil tanker, and they chased it near the Caribbean. So we are seeing now that there is this these mutual interceptions of oil tankers one way or the other, and that both countries are signaling one way or the other that one of them will assert their supremacy on oil trade routes.
Do you think there's any motive behind the smuggling of this fuel into, illicit activities, including narco-terrorism?
Definitely. There are a multitude of criminal organizations that could be involved in such activities. Terrorist organizations, drug smugglers, fuel smugglers themselves. They make a lot of profit out of this. So many illicit organizations and entities might be implicated in this process. And even some of these illicit organizations that do exist within Iran, including terrorist organizations, are accused of having some sort of foreign backing, and even from the United States, like the insurgents in the Balochistan area, for example, in Iran, and it is very close to the Iranian coasts as well. This is where Balochistan is in Iran, the province. So this could be a possibility. It's very multi-dimensional, faceted, and we cannot really ignore these intersections between the political interactions within Iranian society, interactions between Iran and its geopolitical adversaries regionally and internationally, and also, of course, the actions of underground criminal organizations.
All right. Well, sure. Thank you very much, Osman, for joining me and helping us with all that additional information. And with that, viewers, we're now going to move ahead to news on the Thailand-Cambodia conflict. Now, Cambodia has accused